What's up guys, I'm KB Kwan from Taste of Asian Food. Today I'm gonna bake a ham and cheese loaf, a recipe written almost 7 years ago. And during that time, this loaf was in popular demand and became one of the favorite on the menu back then in the restaurant I own. This recipe is Asian inspired, stuffed with ham and cheese, then sprinkle more cheese on top to create a cheesy crust. And I'm glad to share this great recipe and hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to divide this recipe into 3 steps. Step 1 is to prepare the dough. Step 2 is to roll the ham and cheese into the dough. And step 3, bake it until golden brown. Let's start by putting the bread flour, sugar, and salt into a large mixing bowl. Mix these ingredients so that the salt and sugar distribute evenly. Dissolve the active dry yeast in warm milk. Once the yeast has been activated, pour the milk plus 1 egg into the flour mixture. Mix the ingredients in the large bowl. It is sticky initially but will become less sticky as the flour absorbs the milk and egg. I'm using electric mixer with a dough hook attached to take over the manual kneading work. After about 5 minutes, the dough has come together and stayed clean from the mixing bowl. Now, add the soft butter. Continue kneading the dough until the butter has been incorporated thoroughly into the dough. Then stop the electric mixer and transfer the soft dough to a work surface dusted with flour. Before proving the dough, do a window pane test by stretching the dough. It's considered done if you can stretch the dough until paper thin and semi-translucent without breaking it. Knead the dough further for about a minute. Then shape it into a ball and then place the dough in a container and cover with a wet cloth. Let it proof for about 45 minutes or double in size. When the size of the dough has doubled, remove it from the large container and continue kneading it for another minute. Meanwhile, apply some oil or butter to the loaf pan. Divide the dough into 4 equal portions with a dough cutter. Flatten each portion and then roll it up to form the shape of a ball. Keep aside and let it relax for 5 minutes. Roll out each portion into a rectangle and try to roll it slightly larger than the size of the ham that you use. Place the ham slices plus the shredded cheese on the dough, leaving about 1 centimeter clear from the edges. Roll the dough like making a Swiss roll to seal the ham and cheese inside the dough. Place the dough horizontally in a loaf pan to fit all 4 doughs in a row. Cover the loaf pan with a wet cloth and let it rise until it doubles its original volume. The time required will take about 30 to 45 minutes. When the size has doubled, apply a thin layer of egg wash on the surface. Bake the bread in a preheated oven at about 175 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes until the top has turned lightly golden. After that, remove the loaf and apply another layer of egg wash and then sprinkle the shredded cheese, caster sugar and chopped parsley on top. And then quickly return the loaf to the oven and bake until the cheese turns golden brown, around 7 minutes. Remove the loaf from the oven and then sprinkle more chopped parsley to garnish. When the loaf is cool, run a sharp knife around the wall of the loaf pan and overturn the pan to remove the ham and cheese loaf. Cut the loaf crosswise into half. Slice the bread with a sharp serrated knife with the help of a bread slicer to reveal the beautiful pattern inside the loaf. That's how I make my all-time favorite ham and cheese loaf. If you want to get a recipe, I've included it in the description below the video. And don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell and give me a thumbs up. And I'm going to see you soon in some other similar video. Bye for now.